So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, to begin with, we all know that this is a 3 by 7 force matrix. What that means is you've got 1, 2, 3, and then it goes all the way down. That's level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 levels down, and at the very bottom of 7 levels, across the bottom of there, you're going to have 2,187 people. But what I want to share with you, if you're just getting in brand new, and it's just you have not got anybody in any of your matrix. If you have the ability, you have a spouse. Because it says in the compensation plan, and the laws and stuff in iLiving apps, that you can sponsor as many people as you want personally. You can sponsor yourself. You can sponsor your children. You can sponsor your spouse, your brother, uncle, mother, whatever. Okay, but each person, they have to be over 18. They have to have their own social security number or an LLC, a corporation. So let's say you just got in. Now you got to remember, you guys, this is a $9.95 app. I have been in businesses where I wanted to sponsor my children and build something for them underneath them, but it always cost me $150 to $300 worth of auto ship for product. Now I can sign up my children, my wife, take more than one spot, maximize the compensation plan, and it's only going to cost me $10 a month. I mean, realistically, if I took the first 3 spots, and in 6 months it took me to fill up the whole matrix, it's going to cost me $250 worth of auto ship for the whole 6 months. You guys got to see what I'm talking about here. So if you have the ability, let me put this down. If you have the ability to, if you got a spouse, so we're going to call this A, B, and C. Now if you only have a spouse, you don't have any children, then take A. Put your spouse there. If you have children, I've got 2 18 and older, actually I got 3 18 and older children. I could have put them in here, my spouse, my wife, my kids, and probably taken another spot down here. Because then, look what happens, you guys. I'm just going to walk through this real quick so you understand what I'm talking about. The other thing that you want to do is you don't, I'll get to that in a minute. Let's just look at, say you signed up 3, your wife, your children. Now if you just sign up your wife, this is the same thing. You maximize the matrix. You fill up the matrix. This is the beauty of it, you guys. You're going to do the work to fill up the matrix to all these people. You're going to put in people, you're going to sit there, you're going to wait, you're going to do whatever it is to... What if you just never sponsor anybody else? You never sponsor anybody but your wife. Look at this, you guys. I'm serious. If you just sponsor your spouse in the matrix and you never sponsor anybody else, if you're one of those people that are just going to take advantage of, you can make $2,511 a month by a full matrix. Well, if you put your spouse in one of your first 3 positions, it's only going to go one more level down to fill. For her matrix to be full is only going one more level. If you put your spouse down here like I had to, my spouse is actually down here on level 4 because I sponsor so many people so fast, and other people did also. By the time I found out about this, my wife is actually way over here on level 4. So that means I've got to build 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 levels deep to get her matrix full. You see the problem with that? Now I can't fix it. It is what it is. So I don't cry over spilt milk. I can't move her anywhere. You know, it is what it is. So I just move on. You just forget about it, move on. You can't change it. But if you've got the ability to sponsor one position, $19.90, you guys, a month to have 2 positions. And realistically, you get 9 people in and yours is going to cover the cost of it. You get another 9 in underneath her or him, and now that's going to be paid for. So basically, you put in 18 people, and yours, it's a wash. Now you're sitting there waiting for this thing to fill up. You see what I'm talking about, you guys? So don't just let this go. If you got the ability, Put it in there. Now, we're going to look at this if you've got the ability to get 3 places, okay? And then I want to show you also, let's say, I'm going to go back. I'm not going to get to 3 places yet. We're going to keep it simple. I know I bounce out all over the place, you guys. I'm fired up. I'm fired up because I can help you do it right. Nobody taught me this stuff. I had questions about it. I found some people, Jason and Brian, that explained this to me, and I'm like, wow, I was up all night last night, you guys. I couldn't sleep because I wanted to figure this out so I can help you become more successful. I can help you then have the ability to not make the same mistake I did. Actually, I didn't make a mistake. I just didn't know. So I'm here to inform you. So look at this, you guys. The compensation plan says that if you sponsor 10 people, personally sponsor 10 people, you get a 40% override on everybody that you sponsor. If one person, if you fill up a matrix, that's $2,511, that's roughly right around $1,000 in check match. That's 40% of $2,500 is $1,000. So keep that in mind, you guys. $1,000 for each person you help. So look at this. Let's say you've got the ability to sponsor a lot of people. Okay, I sponsored 27 my first 2 weeks. Okay, actually today I sponsor another 2 more. So anyways, so you personally put in 15 people. You say, well, why 15, Vincent? Because you maximize. You don't want to drop down. What if somebody quits? You only put in 10 and somebody quits. Now you drop down to only 20% commissions because it goes 10%, 20%, and 40%. So if you drop down, if somebody quits, then you're down to only 9. You just cut your income in half. So you want to sponsor more than you need. I wouldn't even say sponsor 12 down there. I would say 15 minimum, and just in case. Okay? So what you're going to do is you want to sponsor 15 people personally for you. Then, and only then, do you come in here, you stop personally sponsoring, and now you enroll them under your wife or your spouse or your kids or whoever, your LLC or whatever Section A is. And then you come in there, if you've got 3 positions or 2 positions, very important, you guys, do not go in there and sponsor 2 here, sponsor 2 here, sponsor 2 here, sponsor 2 more here, or 1, 1, 1, 1. You don't want to do that. You want to fill up completely and then move on to the next one. Completely, 15. There's 1, 2, 3. You've got 3 of them. So now you only need 12 more. And then you come down here and you recruit 15 for A, 15 for B, and 15 for C. Then, if you're still going, then you put them strategically in whoever's business to where you're filling it, wherever the matrix is. So, like mine is very big here, and then less here, and then very small over here. So if it was that way, then after I got all these full, I would just come over here and just sponsor underneath C here, right? It makes sense. So let me show you what happens then. You got 10 people here, because you got your 15, so you're over 10, so you're getting 40% for everybody that is underneath A, 40% that's for everybody under B, and C, also 40%. So if that's $1,000, like we said right here, that's $1,000 for each person with a full matrix. If you bid, we're not even talking about the other. We're talking about the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We're not even talking the other 15 people, and if their matrix fills up. We're talking about building this thing 8 levels deep. You've got 4 matrix full. 4 times 2,500, which is rounded off, is $10,000 a month. Just in the full matrix. Now, look at what happened. Let's just say you only had your spouse here, plus the $1,000 you got for the 10%, or the 40% here. So now you're at $11,000 for just you and your spouse. That's not including the other, because you sponsored over 15 people here and 15 people here. That's not even including the other people. So if you had 10 people that fill their matrix, that's another $10,000 for each one. So that's another $20,000, you guys. When I saw this compensation plan, I saw it as, you look at the compensation plan, you get, I think level 5, you get 10 cents per person. Level 6, you get that. I'm like, you know what? That's why I didn't go in here and do this. I just really honestly, it was a no-brainer to me. It was $9.95. I mean, give me a freaking break. If you ain't got $9.95 to get involved in this thing, then you need it more than, or you just, there's no hope, okay? If you can't come up with it. And so when I saw this, I didn't even look at it. I said, no brainer, sure, I'll sign up. I signed up, and I didn't really do anything with it. And then I started looking, and I said, man, I like this concept. It's brand new. Nobody's done it before. It could go viral. Why not? Put myself in there. And then I shared it with 3 people. You guys, I shared it with 3 people. I told 3 people about it. Hey, look at this and let me know what you think. I didn't even share it to them as a business. Before I looked up, all 3 of them got in. So my first level was gone. And then boom, and then I said something about it on Facebook, and I said something again, and then boom, 27 people now, almost 30 people now I've personally enrolled in 2 weeks. If you have the ability to do that, guys, don't. If you've got these spots empty, fill them. If you've got a spouse, put her in there, or him in there. If you got a child, because even if my child never does anything, I'm going to fill my matrix anyways, right? So by the time I get to level 7, there's so many people putting people in, the matrix is going to fill faster the further down you go, because you got more people working to fill their matrix. So getting to level 8 is going to be a piece of cake, really. And so I could put my son in there, and at the worst he's going to do is $2,500 a month. You guys, you understand what I'm talking about? So that if you got the ability to, then do it. If you don't, then don't. And if you don't have the ability to all you have is a spouse, or maybe you don't have a spouse, you're a single person, don't worry about it. Build your business. Go out there and sponsor as many people as you can, and do the best you can to help these people. Because let me tell you what's going to happen, you guys. This got me flat out fired up.